Grizzly bear versus wolf pack. Who wins this fight? Grizzly bears and wolves have coexisted for millennia. But when food is scarce, these two apex predators must fight to survive. Grizzly bears and wolves are both native to Northern Hemisphere, sharing similar wilderness habitats. Grizzly bears are a type of brown bear that lives in North America. The name grizzly bear is typically given to members of the subspecies Ursus arctos horribilis, but the scientific classification of American brown bears is not settled, and some people use grizzly bear and brown bear interchangeably. Wolves are social animals, and they instinctively form packs, either with family members or non-related wolves living close by. A typical wolf pack in the wild consists of between 8 and 15 members. Size and description. The grizzly bear is a kind of brown bear. In North America, the smaller, lighter-colored bear that lives in interior regions is often referred to as a grizzly bear, while the larger, typically darker-colored bear that lives in coastal regions is referred to as a brown bear. Grizzly bears are large and range in color from very light tan, almost white, to dark brown. They have a broad shoulder hump, short rounded ears, and a dished face. The hump is where a mass of muscles attach to the bear's backbone and give the bear additional strength for digging. They have very long claws on their front feet that also give them extra ability to dig after food and to dig their dens. Grizzly bears weigh upward of 700 pounds, 315 kilograms. The name grey wolves refers to the color of their thick grey coat, which is interrupted by flicks of yellow and pepper. Their coat has a somewhat grizzled appearance. Male grey wolves are larger than females and, in some cases, can reach weights of 175 pounds, 80 kilograms. Due to their long fur, wolves can appear much bigger than they actually are. A wolf's chest is narrower and its legs are longer than those of a large dog. Because their chests are narrow, their left and right footprints are closer together than those of a dog's. Grey wolves have very strong jaws. Range and habitat. Alaska is home to the vast majority of brown bears in North America, including grizzly bears. Approximately 30,000 brown bears, or 95% of the total population, reside in the state. Grizzly bears also live in Canada and the US states of Washington, Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming. In their range, grizzly bears can adapt to a variety of habitats, including coastal regions, mixed conifer forests, grasslands, mountainous forests, and Arctic tundra. The current range of the grey wolf is limited to the following states in America: Wyoming, Alaska, Idaho, Michigan, Minnesota, Montana, and Wisconsin, along with Alaska, Canada, Russia, and a few Eastern European nations. Grey wolves can also be found there. Other than people, grey wolves historically have the largest range of any land mammal. With the exception of tropical forests, grey wolves have inhabited every habitat in the Northern Hemisphere. In addition to deserts and mountains, grey wolves frequently live in forests, tundra, and grassy plains. Food habits. Although it is considered to be a meat eater, the grizzly is generally omnivorous. It eats a wide range of foods. 80 to 90% of its diet consists of plants. Grizzlies prey on mammals and migrating salmon where they are available, but on the whole rely on vegetation as their primary food source. For a brief time in spring, grizzly bears are significant predators of newborn elk, moose, deer, and caribou, but once these young animals are a few weeks old, They are too nimble for a bear to catch. Grizzly bears can detect a dead animal at great distances thanks to their keen sense of smell. Insect grubs, as well as adult insects like ants, ladybird beetles, and bees, are consumed in areas where they are present. Over most of the grizzly bear range, however, berries are a very important item in the bear's diet. Grey wolves are carnivores. Their natural diet consists entirely of meat, and they frequently prey on larger animals such as deer, moose, caribou, elk, bison, and musk oxen, as well as smaller animals such as beaver, hares, and other small rodents. Behavior. Except for mothers and cubs, or when there is a plentiful food source, grizzly bears are solitary animals. They communicate through sounds such as growling, moaning, or grunting, movement, and smells. They can run fast at around 35 miles per hour, 56 kilometers per hour, for very short sprints, and are also good swimmers. Cubs are good at climbing trees to avoid danger, but they lose this ability as they grow older. Grizzlies will frequently rub their bodies on trees to scratch and alert other bears to their presence. Wolf-pack populations can number from a few individuals to several dozen members. Packs usually consist of an alpha pair and their offspring. The alpha pair, contrary to popular belief, does not lead the pack. Rather, the alpha pair is free to breed and is given free choice of resources. An alpha pair is generally selected by psychological strength rather than physical strength. If a wolf pack is large enough, it will also have beta-ranked wolves, which are direct subordinates to the alpha pair. These wolves may breed, but do not have the resources necessary to raise pups successfully. Finally, a wolf pack may have one or more omega wolves. Omega wolves are lowest in rank. The omega wolf may be involved in raising the alpha pair's pups, or may be the one that bears the brunt of the other wolves' ill will. Let's get back to the fight. So who would win between a mature grizzly bear and a pack of wolves? Although wolves and bears have met in the wild, it is not as common as most people believe. It is difficult to predict who would win a fight between wolves and bears because it is dependent on the circumstances. Bears are much larger animals than wolves. As a result, wolves have no chance against this massive predator on their own. Bears are solitary predators that ambush or wait for their prey at a kill site. They overpower their prey by using their size and strength. Wolves are pack animals that hunt in groups to bring down large prey. They catch their prey using speed, agility, and endurance, often chasing them for miles at a time to tire them out. Usually the wolves have killed an animal, and the larger, much stronger bear invites itself to the feast, while also inviting the wolves to leave. The wolves have the advantage of numbers, teamwork, and greater agility. The bear knows that a whole pack of wolves could definitely kill or injure it in a full-on fight. The wolves also know the risk of death is too great and will back down in most cases. In a full-on death battle, it really depends on the size of the wolf pack. The wolves would most likely lose in a group of 4 to 5 because there would be too few of them to overwhelm the bear. They would win in a large pack of 15 wolves. The bear would be overwhelmed by the number of wolves. The bear would probably still kill a large number of wolves, but it would be far too many. Wolves win if they constantly harass the bear, surrounding it and nipping at it from all sides. A grizzly bear has incredible brute strength. If a grizzly swats at a wolf and connects, the wolf's life could be over. They also have long, stout claws, formidable teeth, and a thick layer of fat beneath a tough hide. Wolves have a significant advantage in terms of maneuverability. Grizzlies and wolves are both fast, but wolves are faster because they aren't nearly as bulky. A grizzly that lands a full blow on a wolf will most likely kill it, but the wolf is usually fast enough that the grizzly has difficulty landing that blow. Few such confrontations have occurred, but they almost always end in a stalemate. Grizzlies and wolves both have strengths and know how to use them, but their fighting styles are so dissimilar that they tend to cancel each other out. In a realistic situation, grizzly bears win because wolves do not want to endanger the safety of their pack mates. In a death match, the bear would win against a smaller pack, while the wolves would win against a larger pack because they could overwhelm the bruin. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button. Until next time, farewell.